Gran Turismo is a 2023 American biographical sports action drama film directed by Neill Blomkamp and starring Orlando Bloom, David Harbour, and Archie Madekwe. And it tells the true story of Jan Mordenborough, who is a teenage Gran Turismo player who then becomes a professional race car driver by playing Gran Turismo. In other release areas and markets in the world, it's known as Gran Turismo, based on a true story. The movie runs for 134 minutes long. It had a budget of $60 million, and it's based on Gran Turismo, the video game by PlayStation. This is an interesting film because there is an all-star cast in this, and David Harbour as kind of that father figure to the main character is really, really good, and it's just very different. He's Jack Salter, Jan's trainer, and Orlando Bloom is Danny Moore, the marketing executive at Nissan. It also stars Jaimin Hunsu, Jan's father, and the aspect is great. The drama is there, and the fun thing about this film is that it's a racing movie. If you love sports, if you love cars, if you love car racing, this is a film for you. Put aside all those 10,000 Fast and Furious movies, check out Gran Turismo. If you've played Gran Turismo on PlayStation, then you exactly know what this film is. You could have that little controller that you play, or you can have the entire setup like a car racing car, and you're driving and playing this game. The aspect is there, and seeing him go from having that enormous, like, I want to say, all that teenagers, you're just playing video games, and all of a sudden you do what you like. Like, I didn't know that this happened and this was a true story. When it said Gran Turismo based on a true story, I was like, are they just doing that for marketing purposes? No, when you look more deep into the story, it's an actual true story. Very rare that a racing car movie has a true story behind it, but the aspect of the action is there, and it's captured tremendously in a film. Of course, you know Neill Blomkamp for District 9 and Elysium, but him going out of the sci-fi factor and going into racing and action is really good. The scenes are great, the dynamic is great, the camera flow between the races and the turning of the cars and the corners is good. That's what really brings you in. It's a racing simulation video game, but in a movie form. See it in IMAX, see it in 4DX, whatever you want. Not only that, I feel like Orlando Bloom and David Harbour really worked well together with their on-screen dynamic. I feel like if you cut out maybe 20 minutes of this movie, it still could have worked, but the whole aspect is there of it being a sports movie, it's a racing movie, it's a drama film, and it's also an action film. Every teenager out there will go see this movie because if I know what Gran Turismo is. I played the first Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. Yes, it's fun, yeah, but what more could you do? And seeing how everything goes is really fun, and it's the whole 24 hours of Le Mans. The other aspect is that you've heard that name before if you follow racing history and the lore of it. It just works to a point where the character is great, and it's an autobiographical sports racing film that you have to see to believe. Like I said, put aside the acting purposes and the story, focus on the racing. It's a great film. But other than that, if they added more to the story and I cared about the characters, I would have enjoyed it a little bit better. But what saved this film for me is the racing scenes, the action, and how Neill Blomkamp really took his aspect of moving away from sci-fi and focusing on an action movie. Great. I'm curious to see if Neill Blomkamp is going to go toward racing more with racing movies. But it's been a very, very long time since we had just a pure racing movie, like car racing movie. When's the last time you could say that there was a sports car racing movie that actually was really good and wasn't dull? I can't think of one. I feel like the last one was Driver with Sylvester Stallone, or Drive, whatever that 2000 or 2001 movie is. But this was fun. This is great. If, take the aspect of it being a video game movie, then you will enjoy it and go see it because it's a biographical sports action movie. Oh, and I do want to mention that Jerry Halliwell, yes, Ginger Spice, plays Jan's mother. I was trying to figure out where I saw her, and she's a Spice Girl. So it's really good to see her in a movie. Hopefully she starts acting more, because she really was good for the little bit amount of time she had on screen. And Jaimin Hunsu was great as a father figure. But I feel like David Arbor took that role over more, because he was always training Jan. But it's really interesting to see how David Arbor plays that trainer and that kind of mentor to Jan, but it worked in a tremendous way. For me, Gran Turismo gets 4 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Gran Turismo. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the racing, the story, the action? Did you like the biographical feel it had to it? Did you know it was a true story before you went to go see this? Or did you think it was just for marketing purposes? What is your favorite sports action racing movie? And when is the last time you remember one being as good as this? Or are they not? Did you like seeing David Arbor in this movie? What do you think about Orlando Bloom? And do you think that this could start a new franchise? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for all new videos, review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next video, and thank you for tuning in.